to our first virtual Sip and Snip flower arranging class. I did get some funny looks when I said Sip and Snip, and we won't go into details about that. But um,
Oh, we know all about that. We know all about that, don't we?
and you guys, it looks like you guys got the
Sorry about that, Miles.
down. So um, we'll get started here. I'm Miles Yoshioka, part of your chamber team. And this really is a sip and snip, so feel free to relax, enjoy your beverages while you take part in this class. We'd especially like to thank Eric Kanoe of Greenpoint Nurseries, who provided all of the beautiful anthuriums and foliage that we were able to share with you folks.
You're
Um,
here.
and also, Eric provided this um, Neotropica. It's a Hawaii tropical flower and plant guide. It is fantastic. Patrick was commenting about how uh, great this was because it does show everything from anthuriums to proteas to different kinds of ferns. So it's a great guide, and enjoy it. You know, COVID has really kept us away from friends and family on the mainland. So, how about making their day brighter? This is a commercial, by the way. Making their brighter and sending them some beautiful, long-lasting anthuriums from Hawaii. Greenpoint Nurseries ships Hawaiian tropicals fresh from their nurseries to the mainland. Um, so visit them at greenpointnursery.com. Okay, pulp commercial. Also included in your kits, um, we had a bottle of Waiakea water. This is courtesy of Jolie Ng, Director of Waiakea's Kokua Initiative. Jolie, are you on the call?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, maybe we'll see Jolie later. Um, and events like this one wouldn't be possible without the planning and the coordination by our hardworking social committee, led by Lynn Nunes, who's also a chamber director. And Lynn did say she was going to be on a little late, so we'll say hi to her later. Um, we always enjoy seeing you guys happy faces. So if you don't mind, if you're able and willing, keep your videos on. No shame about what's going on in the background, the dirty windows, the kids running around, the cat climbing over. It's fine. This is life on Zoom. So we're just glad you guys are here with us today. Really, and thanks to the power of Zoom, we have friends joining us from all over Hawaii Island.
Wow.
Honoka'a, Waimea, Kona, even Oahu, as our guest speaker and presenter is where he's from. Um, you know, let's go around the room and have everybody introduce themselves. Real short kind. Just maybe give us your name and the business or organization you're affiliated with. Um, so since it's a small group for now, I'll just go around the room and pick on somebody. So we'll start off with how about the community first gang? I know they're never afraid of a mic.
Well, I don't know. I haven't converted Kim.
Yeah, it's on the way, but not there yet.
Aloha, everybody. I'm Vanessa Carlson, and I'm a program manager at Community First, where our mission is to convene stakeholders, policyholders, and policymakers to drive health initiatives in Hawaii.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. I'm Kim Kobayashi. I'm the other program manager at Community First. So I support the Transform Healthcare initiatives for high need, high cost patients, and Vanessa supports the grassroots initiatives. Nice to meet you all.
And this is
Danny. Got her.
Thanks for being here. How about Zach?
Hello, my name is Zachary. I present Zachary on my business cards because it gives people the chance to call me either Zachary or Zach. A financial advisor with Edward Jones. I started in January, so I'm fairly new to the post. I suppose, fun fact, I studied biochemistry and molecular biology in Albany, New York. And I moved here to help my father with retirement and also to move and live in Hawaii. And there was no industry for biochemistry here. And no, I didn't really want to work in the field anymore anyways, because I honestly, I found it dreadfully boring. So I found myself in a fantastic position here at Edward Jones. And I thank you folks for having me.
Thanks, Zach. Maria and Flo, how about you guys? You're muted.
Yeah, we can talk in the same order.
Maria, you're muted.
How come I can see? Oh. I think everybody can see you. Wait, are you looking for me? No? Hi.
Hi, Maria. You're still
No.
muted.
Time. I still don't get this right.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Maria with HPM Building Supply. And I'm Flo. Hi, happily retired.
Oh, and we're all happy for you. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. How about Jessica?
On.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Cariaga. I'm a marketing specialist with HFS Federal Credit Union. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you. And Patrick.
My name is Patrick, and I live along the Kalapana coastline. I have my own gallery, photographic gallery, Gallery Patrick, and I'm really excited about this class because I specialize in flower photography. Right now I have 3 pieces of art at the Wailewa Center, which has exhibition going on of the 100 photographers statewide. And so I have 3 photos there on metal. And it's really great to join you, Miles and Taylor, because this is an awesome opportunity to learn about flower arranging. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Okay, how about our pal Jenny?
Did you hear me?
Yes, yep, we got you, Patrick.
Hi, I'm Jenny Kamimura. I'm a chamber volunteer, and this is my friend
Okay, great.
Alyssa. She'll be taking the place of my grandma, who was supposed to join us tonight.
Welcome. Kihao, how are things at home?
I don't even want to turn on my mic. Kainoa has already poked 1,000 holes in the oasis. So hi, I'm Kihao, and my son Kainoa. This is his supplemental education tonight, art class. Say hi, Uncle Miles.
Hi.
Thanks, Kihao. Georgie, ready?
Okay. Hi, this is Georgie and Janet. They're from Hawaii on Kanoenehua. Come and visit us for all your printing needs. Thank you.
Hi, bye.
Bye, Janet. Bye, Janet. Okay, and live from Waimea, we have the Cronins.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Ann Cronin, work for the U.S. Department of State.
And I'm Kevin Cronin. I work, I'm the garrison commander up at Paul training area. And this is Anna, who turns 3 months on August 3rd. and born here in Waimea, North Hawaii Community Hospital. And we're really excited for the class. Thanks to the chamber and Earl and everyone who participated. We're very, very excited for this. Thank you so much.
Glad to see you guys. Kapono, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just gotta unmute. I'm Kapono Pa, a broker in charge with Salvia Realty in Pahoa. I too love Greenpoint Nurseries. I first met John and all of them, Eric, at the Kinoole Farmers Market, which I think they still venture to on Saturdays. So if you're up early enough in the morning on a Saturday, the old food fair by Hilo Rice and Noodle in that parking lot there, you can pick up fresh anthuriums from Greenpoint Nurseries there. Give them an additional plug. Thank you. I'm excited for this event.
Thanks, Kapono. Mary.
Well, I'm going to use my time to do another plug like Kapono did. Greenpoint Nurseries is just fabulous. I've been sending flowers regularly to a friend who's fighting the side effects of the chemo from her cancer, and the flowers got misdelivered, and they went to all kinds of trouble to fix the delivery problem. And the place they misdelivered them liked receiving them so much, they now order from them regularly. So, but their flowers are so fresh. People can't believe how long they last, especially in the wintertime on the mainland with their electric heat. Most flowers die really quickly, but anthuriums and orchids have that extra, special gift from God. So anyway, aloha, I'm really excited about this class. And I'm thrilled that the Cronins are here. Right on. How about loving your community? Woo!
Thanks, Mary. I got to meet this young lady for the first time today. Brand new member, new to the chamber, Dana.
Aloha, everyone. I'm Dana DeCosta. I am brand new member. I just relocated here from Las Vegas. Born and raised in Pahoa, and I left in my early 20s to venture out and do career, and now I'm back home 2.5 weeks, and I'm excited to be here. In my early years when I was going to community college in Hilo, I was a tour guide at Nanimau Gardens. I learned to speak some Japanese and took out the tours there. So a lot of these flowers, and this book is amazing, by the way. So I'm really excited for this event, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you in the coming months.
Right on. Happy to have you here, Dana. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Let's see, Lynn's iPad. Looks like a baby though.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lynn Nunez. I'm from CU Hawaii Federal Credit Union. That's my day job, but I'm also the chair of the social committee. So if anybody wants to join, let Miles or Taylor know, and you guys can join the committee as well. Thanks. Oh, and this is Peyton, my grandbaby. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Lynn. Thanks for working on this and putting this together. Hey, where'd she go? Where'd Jolie go? Oh, Jolie.
Hi.
Oh, there you are.
Hi. Sorry, I came in late. I don't know what we're doing.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Jolie from Waikea Water. Thank you for representing. Oh, I see Dana. Hi, Dana. Love you.
Hi, love you guys.
Yes, we are one big happy family. Thanks, Jolie, and thanks for the water. Let's see. Jan and Roland Higashi. Jan? As you guys all... Oh, Jan is really shy. So maybe she'll face later on. Leinani.
Aloha, everyone. Oop. I'm Leilani. I'm an outreach assistant at Gemini Snore Lab. And sorry I can't turn my video on tonight. I'm having Zoom problems. But I'm excited to learn about flower arrangement. I have tons of flowers in my garage, so really looking forward to this. Thank you.
Right on. Thanks. Thanks for sending down the hubby to pick up your supplies. Let's see. Did I miss anyone?
Miles, now I'm unmuted, so I just want to say hi. I don't know how to do these things. So
You're doing fine. We can hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, let's see. Lisa, are you hiding there?
Hi, Miles. Yes, I'm hiding here.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so looks like we got everybody, and let's get started. Let's see. Tonight's event wouldn't be possible without the help of our sensei, our teacher, Earl Shimabukuro. Just a background about Earl. Well, Taylor shares some of Earl's works with you. Sensei Earl is joining us tonight from his home on Oahu, where he is currently a general contractor. He is a member and past president of Ikebana International, Chapter 56, and belongs to the Sogetsu School of Ikebana, Hawaii branch. He's also a member of Sogetsu Foundation in Japan. Prior to the pandemic, Sensei Earl taught Ikebana at the Honolulu Museum of Art School and now teaches Ikebana via Zoom twice a week. He has directed the Consul General of Japan's Emperor's Birthday celebration for 6 years, having designed Ikebana arrangements for each celebration, and has decorated the Japanese Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii's lobby with his work. Sensei Earl's pieces were on display a number of times during the Hawaii United Okinawa Association's annual Legacy Banquets. He has even taught Japanese language classes along with Ikebana at the Mo'iliili Community Center on Oahu, volunteered in high school Japanese classes teaching the art of Ikebana, and coordinated and participated in the Splendors of Ikebana exhibit in Honolulu. Earl mentioned, "This is just some of the stuff I do now. Golf used to be my primary hobby." Please welcome Sensei Earl. Earl?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Thank you for spending your Wednesday evening with us. So we're gonna do a little Ikebana work, but you're gonna play a lot because from what I can see, you guys got a whole package of materials. So we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna be using this vase, and I'll show you some samples that are already made, so you can get an idea of what you can do with it. Yeah. But before I get to that, we're gonna, because the vase is a glass vase and you can see through it, and we're using oasis, it kind of detracts from your flower arrangement. So if you give it to somebody like this, and you have a nice arrangement on top, and then you can see the bottom, it's kind of a killjoy. Yeah. So we're gonna decorate it with tea leaf, and I understand you folks have tea leaf available. So what I usually do is I cut the bone off. I'll call it the bone, which is the stem, and then I just shove it in because it's gonna look kind of hellish anyway. But instead of using just one, you could use two of them. So now you see what's happening with the tea leaf in the bowl. It kind of hides, it's going to hide the oasis. And then you get a nice fancy flare thing happening with your arrangement base. And you can leave this long and cut it later, as if it looks good long, then keep it. But if it doesn't match our arrangement, then you can just cut it with the scissors. Yeah. Okay. So I'll show you one that I did with a tea leaf relative. It's it's one of those multicolored tea leaf. So I'm gonna put it on the Lazy Susan, so you guys can look at it. So this would be the front. So I use Pele hair to cover the oasis on the top of the vase. And then I use brand new chopsticks, not used ones, brand new. If nobody's watching, then you can wash the old chopsticks and use the old one to save money, you know. And I put the, I left the stems long on the leaf as an accent. And then I just put one pink, let's see, two reds and one multicolored anthurium. And some fern, and I cut the Song of India to a nice shape just to emulate the streaks in the colored leaf. So, you know, in Sogetsu style Ikebana, you can use a lot of man-made stuff. So if you wanted to decorate your arrangement with, say, a military bullet shell, and I think this is a bullet shell from an anti-aircraft gun from World War II. So what I did was I made the carnations look like the blast, and the baby's breath was supposed to be like the smoke of the firing of the bullet. Okay? So, and on this one, I'm using the top of the cover of the vase, which was, it looked like a big family toothbrush holder because it has all those toothbrushes inside. But I just tilted the cover and then used one Gerbera daisy and some camellia leaves and some steel grass to loop and make some whimsical looking arrangement. And because the vase is very yellow, the two colors is enough for this arrangement. If we had too much color, it would be too confusing, and your visual aspect of the arrangement would be kind of like going cockeyed. So color is important, and then balance, line, space, mass would be important also. So in this arrangement, the color is the Gerbera daisy, the mass is the Gerbera daisy, the lines are the branches and the steel grass. Okay? So simple, but yet very effective. Okay, so this is one arrangement and with using anthuriums, just 3 of them with chopsticks. Okay. And the chopsticks, you could either tie it with wire or hot glue it together and just make your grid and stick it in whatever way you want. There's no rules to it. On this one, it's also a green leaf on the bottom, and it's a whalebone leaf. So it has tiny streaks or ridges on the leaf, and then that striped leaf on the top I used to cover the oasis is the Song of India leaves, and I individually stuck it in there as a border. So this is the front. So on this one, I used the back of the green and pink Anthurium so that I would have a different texture. I'm using the front one. And on your Anthuriums, try to not make the Anthurium look as if it's an Anthurium. Make it upside down or at 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but not 6 o'clock. Okay, it's because you know what the Anthurium look like. What you want to do is make your arrangement a wow. So putting it in at different angles and different planes helps make the arrangement interesting. And then to take up space, I use baby breath. Again, as a filler and just some camellia branches. Okay. And then the final sample, this is when you're going to give it for a present, or you want to just jazz it up and you don't have another container to use other than this glass container. You can cover this with this kind of wrapping. So this is, it has a gold tiny thread in this mesh. And what I did was crisscross two squares and wrapped the vase, and then tied it at the top with ribbon. And the ribbon has a gold leaf in it so that it matches the wrapping. Okay, so this one is using pink, red, and the multicolored Anthurium again, using the bear grass, steel grass, camellia, and then on the back to make it all around, I stuck in a Song of India. So this one could be an all-around arrangement. Just the ribbon gives it away that this is the front. Okay, so it's, you know, you guys have a lot of material, so you can do a lot of things with the material you have. Just make a nice arrangement. Just remember, don't make it like this, and that is gonna look flat. Make it go front, back, forward. And are you guys familiar with using the oasis? How to prep it in your vase? Show of hands. Yes, no.
I think
No.
No. Okay.
I've been cutting away on this thing. Yeah, trying to stuff it in there. This is what I have.
Okay, so once you get this done, and you know what I've done is the florist gave me a hint that, you know, when you cut the oasis, you can save the little pieces and use it on the bottom of your vase. So you can stick all the junk stuff inside and then top it with the solid piece on the top, and it'll hold. So if you have a bigger vase, you can stuff all the crumbs on the bottom, and then maybe halfway up, you use a bigger block of oasis and cut it or shape it to size to fit into your container. Yeah. So with this oasis, you see, to fit into this vase, you see, you're not going to use that much of the block, so you can probably get about at least 3 or 4 vases made. So if you have enough flowers or need some more flowers, just go buy another bunch and keep 2 and pass on to somebody that you thinking about, and then make their day. You know, in these trying times now, it's I know contact is limited, but you can leave it on the person's doorstep and call them up later and make their day. Yeah. But all you have to do is shape the oasis to the container opening, and then stick it in there. And then what you do is you fill this up with water. If you're gonna make an arrangement, say tomorrow, then tonight you would fill this up with water to let the water soak into the oasis, because guaranteed by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, you would have to add a little bit more water to this container, because the oasis will suck up most of the water. But then when you're transporting it, pour the water out and then let the person you're giving it to fill it back up, because you don't want the thing shaking and spilling all over your car. Yep. So, but that's what you do. You can put in the tea leaf or whatever leaf you feel like putting inside your container, and decorate your container, and then put the oasis inside, and then put some water after you get this all packed in. Okay, but don't pack it so tight that the water can't go in. Okay, you gotta kind of leave some room for the water in there. Okay. So any questions? I see some people are all going for it already.
So, Earl, this is Miles. So, if people wanted to start their arrangements tonight, they can still fill the vase with water and get the oasis.
Yeah.
Fill up more later on. Yeah.
Right. So, like these arrangements, I did this afternoon. So, I just filled it up with water this afternoon, and by the end of tonight, I probably got to put maybe half a cup more water inside. But yeah.
Okay. We gave primarily anthuriums. Variety of colors. And some material like some dracaena maybe, and some fern. Would you mind doing one basic Ikebana or traditional style, using maybe the 3 anthuriums, and then
Sure.
I'm coming from the rookie standpoint.
Okay, so one of the first things about Ikebana is I always tell the students, the flowers, especially the flowers, look at your flower, and you got to talk to the flower and go, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And then you look at the condition. You always put the best one in the front. And then you put the ones that have some blemishes, like this one, has a little scab on the side, yeah. So you would put this as the supporting flower on the side. And hopefully you're putting the scab part away from the front view. So it'll be like this instead of having it this way and you can see the scab. So you turn it this way. And then you would have, see, another flower. So I'm pulling flowers off my arrangement. So then you have another flower in the front or in the back as a balancing thing. Yeah. So you always try to, you don't want to make it all in a row like this because then it's going to look like a bucket that you see at the florist. So you want to have it where you have some depth. So the flowers are creating some front to back perspective for you. And then you don't want it all same height also, because then I tell the students, then it's going to look like a monopole, you know. So you don't want that monopole effect because I already have the monopole effect, you know. So you cannot copy me. You know, you have to do your own thing. so when I show them my head, then they understand. You know? And then I tell them, I have my dark glasses on so that the glare doesn't bother your flower arrangement, because I don't want you to have any excuses not to do this. You know? So then I kind of take away all the excuses, and then they got to go for it. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. And I have to be funny to a certain extent without going overboard, but because the people they're taking a class voluntarily, they're coming home from work, so I cannot dig into them like I'm paying them to be there. They're strictly on a volunteer basis. It's adult education kind of classes, no credits given. So you have to be conscious of that kind of stuff. So, if somebody's having a bad day, I can tell from how long they're taking to do an arrangement. So you got to give them some space. And if the person's really struggling, then I go over there and then joke around with them to break the ice. But if they're just fudding around because they're having a bad day, then I go over there and give it to them a little bit differently. But you kind of got to stroke them after and not bust them up, because I want to get small kind bandages for first aid when you poke your finger or cut your finger with the scissors, but I don't want big Band-Aid ace bandages for cure them, so gotta just watch it. But I'll do one with the this face with whatever material I have. So I'm gonna have the camera go down on the vase itself and not me, so you can just watch this. So I'm gonna take all the tropicals from this container. Then since I have this TV,
Earl, while you work, you mentioned that Sogetsu style of flower arranging is more avant-garde. So I guess that includes using Scotch tape. Huh?
Yeah.
Ah,
The only thing they tell us is, when like when you cut the flower, the leaves, you're supposed to rip it. You're supposed to rip it. But if you look at this Song of India, and I ripped it, it's really ugly. Unless you're designing your arrangement to look like a horse or mule mutilated that meat. It doesn't look nice like this. But on other leaves, yes, if you rip it and it doesn't have fiber in it, then I'm sure it'll rip nicely. But I'm kind of a rebel, so when I heard that kind of comments coming when I did a demonstration at one of our luncheons, I kind of did the don't tell nobody, but I did one of these. I said, the comment, I said, pick a finger. Just one, just pick a finger. So it's like, hey, when you do the exhibit, you can do it the way you want. I'm doing it with the scissors because it's fast. We only have a time limit. I don't have time to go rip those leaves. So because when you rip the leaves, you gotta kind of do it nicely, yeah, or not. If you're pressing for time and you rip, and then it doesn't rip the right way, then you gotta take more time doing that, and you're conversing and trying to explain other things. So it's like, no, Jesus, snip, 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 snip. I wish my barber would do that, but by the time she starts talking, she's on to shaving my back of my head. There's not much to cut, So it's kind of like, hi, bye, carry the money, okay, see you again. So, yeah, so in Sogetsu style, usually we measure the vase so that the proportion is in the right ratio. So you would do one of these, like the diameter, and then 1.5 times the length, and then that would be a tallest figure. So this is about 1.5 times this height and the width of this opening. And then the next one would be 75% of this total height. So, and we'll put it at a 45-degree angle here. And the third one, which is this would be the basic upright Sogetsu style lesson number 1. So you have a shin, high point, soi, which is 45 degrees, and this would be the hikai. And they're all 75% the length of each stem. Yeah, so this one would be the longest, the medium, and the shortest. And this would be at 75 degrees from the vertical. So 75, no. So you're almost flat. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the ugly flower, which would be the focal point. So when when I go drinking at the bar, there's two kinds of ugly. There's ugly and pretty ugly. So this anthurium with the scab is going to be our pretty ugly focus flower. So tonight, she's the star. So this would be your Shin, Soy, Hikai, and focus flower basic arrangement. And then I'm going to embellish it with these curled up tea leaves and use some of the fern. And I won't use the camellia because I'm going to make this more tropical. So this kind of stuff would be added in just for depth. So one of the lessons in when we're doing Sugetsu is you have to do the arrangement backwards. So you can, the audience doesn't have to look at your okole while you're doing the arrangement. So since this flower is the star, we'll give her a turtleneck.
Say that again. What are you giving her?
A turtleneck. Since she's the pretty ugly focus flower, I'm giving her the tea leaf turtleneck. So I just rolled up the tea leaf leaf. It kind of looks like sushi. Sushi. What do you call that? Or the Costco burrito thing.
It's really funny.
I think I'll give them all turtlenecks. Then sometimes the important thing is when your container is not fully covered and you have a gap, or you can see inside the container and you can see the oasis, and it's a good idea to have something stick below the container to cover it so that the front view is obscured by whatever you put in the front. Yeah, so if you could see this container like this, then if you did one of these, then now you don't see it as much, and then it takes your eye away from looking at the ugly stuff inside. Okay.
That's a great tip. I noticed that like you mentioned, the style is pretty avant-garde. Are there any big no-nos that you should not do?
When you're studying the basic Sogetsu lessons, we try to teach the students to cut the flowers, especially underwater, so that you cut it under the water in a bowl of water, and then you immediately place your flower into the arrangement in your vase. Because a lot of times if you go to class in person, you're going, oh yeah, and then my son, he went go do this, and then hit the mailbox, the neighbor's mailbox, and then da 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 da, and then 10 minutes later, this flower is going into the arrangement. So in that 10 minutes, air is going up the shaft of this flower stem. So then when you put it back into the water, there's air bubbles trapped inside your stem. So then it kind of hinders the lasting of the flower, because now the air is trapped in there and then the water is not getting to the flower. And so if you guys can remember, always try to cut your flowers underwater, and fresh water, not salt water, and then stick it immediately into the arrangement. And then talk sorry later. But don't do it while you're cutting the flower, because you're damaging the flower. And then the other good point is, in these, with the anthuriums, if your anthurium starts to wilt because it's kind of humid, you can pull the anthurium out and stick it in, submerge it in water for maybe overnight, and then take it back out and then put it back in the arrangement, and it'll be nice and refreshed. So that's a good way, because some of the anthurium is a plant that takes in the water from its petals. It absorbs the water along with the stem. Yeah, so it's a kind of makes your anthurium last a little bit longer, because not all of us have ice box to put the arrangement in every night and take it back out of the ice box. The ice box is used for food and beer and juice, and not for flower arrangement. But some of the students, they're kind of bitching that they don't have room in their ice box. They wish they had a second ice box to put all their flowers after they buy it from Safeway or Whole Foods. So it's like, hey, I understand. So it'll kind of be like this, But you can see from the monitor that the flowers are not flat. It's going back and forth. So and then the focus flower, even if it's ugly, it's the brightest flower in there. Yeah, so it's a way to focus your eye into your arrangement and then expand it out to see the rest of the arrangement. So movement is another popular thing. So if you have something to cause movement, so if these stems kind of line up with each other, or they kind of, you can read from this nose, I call it nose, I think it's called stamen, and I don't know the technical words. I just go nose, legs, arm, and as long as they're making some kind of vertical movement, so your eye can go back and forth or around, you have a good arrangement. But if you had an arrangement where you just have one of the stems sticking way out and reaching for the sky and not coming back down to the arrangement, that's kind of a no-no, because you want the person to look at your arrangement and not go off into space, yeah, because they're not going to come back. So, and then if you wanted to highlight it or hide something, then you can always use the pele hair or some kind of covering. So the Ming fern is good to use, but you gotta use the individual leaves and poke it into your arrangement. So for Ikebana, because you're using like a Kenzan, it's not feasible to use the Ming fern. The other thing is that's good is if you have ferns like this where the stem is really, really skinny, so if you had a thicker stem, like maybe from a chrysanthemum or even a bigger anthurium, what you can do is you stick the skinnier stem into the stem of the thicker plant so it holds it. And then you can stab it into the Kenzan so that this skinny stem you can stab it in the Kenzan and it'll stay where you want it to stay or whatever angle you want. Yeah.
So, Kenzan is that pokey thing.
Yeah, the frog.
Okay, okay.
The Westerners call it the frog. Yeah. So there's different sizes of the frog. There's big ones, 8-inch ones, wire type, but that's with different schools. But then the ones from China are no damn good because it rusts. If you leave it in the water overnight or even for 1 week, if you have a light colored vase, Moribana vase, you'll see a stain mark on the glaze, and then you got to go over there and scrub it off. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Whoa, that's a nice one, Dana.
Thank you.
Hey, the
I'm
Cronin.
concerned that maybe I have mine sticking too much, like going away. I don't know if you can see. I have it on a surfboard of tea leaf.
Mary, I think your the background is interfering.
It's wiping me out. Okay,
Yeah.
hang on. I'll get rid of it.
No, no, it's better. Nice.
So what we do in class is the students finish their arrangements and then we have them present it.
Oh, okay. I still working.
And it's not because we just tell them, okay, it'll promote your confidence, and then it'll make you remember how you did the arrangement and make you relive the process of what you did, so that you go, okay, this is my line in space, this is all the space here, and then here's my mass and color. And they get you get more educated versus me telling you what it is. Yeah, because you know how that goes. Yeah, when you're in school and teacher tells you something, it goes in one ear out the other, and then you're thinking about recess and what you're going to eat for lunch, that kind of stuff. So But it looked like I see some interesting arrangements. Cool. Oh, Shannon, that's nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that your arrangement, or you just took it out of the package?
It's still a work in progress, but it is
Okay.
part of my arrangement.
Here's mine.
Okay.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
I like how you guys are using a tall grassy leaf. That's a good one to make your arrangement higher. Because it's nice to have that negative space in there that you count, but it's not in your arrangement. It's on the side or in the back or around. It's kind of cool.
Well, we have a lot of anthuriums here and a lot of tea leaves, so a lot to work with on the Big Island.
Yeah. So another thing that I did at one exhibit was I had a lot of anthuriums, maybe about 2 dozen, all the same type, that medium size. So what I did was I put them in a nice round pattern, and I cut off all the noses. So it didn't look like anthuriums. It kind of looked like a red sunflower with no dark spot in the middle. Because I stuck all the stems together, and I cut off the nose and left it like that in a nice red mass. And people thought I was crazy, but I bought the flowers, so I get to do what I want with the flowers. So some of the senior ladies thought I was nuts, but
Does that shorten the life of the blossom?
yeah, the exhibit was for 5 days, but the flowers lasted. Yeah, you know, the diehards were kind of unimpressed because the new kid on the block did something off the wall, you know. Hey, I got some nice comments, so what the hell, you know?
Yeah, we're starting to see some nice arrangements coming out.
Ooh, is that the lettuce leaf too, Jessica? Is that the lettuce leaf green?
No, it's that one tall leaf they gave us, but I have it going out sideways.
What about the one in the back? Oh, that's a nice leaf.
I'm not sure what it is. I think it's like a fern or something.
According to this book I got,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, and Greenpoint gave everybody one of those books.
Yeah.
So when you order from Greenpoint, you can open the page to that book and order exactly what you want, and Greenpoint will not make a mistake. Especially with the anthuriums, you know, you go, oh, you know, the pink anthurium, the kind of medium-sized one, and then the guy's gonna go like, you know, we get so many of those. Which one are you talking about? And if you had that book, you could exactly tell them which one you want, and the guy will tell you if they have it or not. So that book is really good.
Earl, we'll send you a copy. Oh, do you have it?
I have.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can't find that one in the book.
Yeah, anything you order from Greenpoint, you just refer to that book. They'll tell you if they got it or not, and they'll fulfill your order. No mistakes. Because I've sent stuff to the mainland, to Seattle, and it's pretty good. They no complaints from the Seattle people.
Earl, wanted to share. I was just looking through the anthuriums,
Yeah.
and then I see one, this new Pahoa red. That's a variety that my uncle developed in Pahoa.
Oh, cool.
From what I understand, it was one that was extremely resistant to the anthurium blight.
Ah.
Yeah. You notice I'm not making arrangement, yeah, because I don't like show mine.
Well, all you had to say was, you know, at so many students, we give all the flowers away to the students first, and then never have enough for me. So
Yeah. Let's go with that. I'll take that one.
you know, the students come first, so
Always.
Miles, aren't you called, isn't it called a ringer? Like when somebody's an expert already. They pretend to be a novice.
No.
Called a ringer.
Not me.
Oh. She saw right through you, Miles.
Actually, this is Miles training all of us to be the table, the centerpiece crew for the next general membership meeting.
Oh, and it caught on. Oh,
Son of a gun. I was getting my committee together for our next event.
Hey, but Kehao, you know what I'm seeing from what you guys are doing? You guys have the talent. And sometimes people, a lot of people, they'll go, nah, I cannot do it, because that's not my thing. But everybody loves flowers, so to dabble in it in a setting like this, it's very comfortable and not threatening. So it's and then if you're drinking wine and alcohol, it makes it easier because you take away all your bad habits, and then you just become a kid again and go for it. So the creativity part of your brain comes forward, and then it's a lot of fun. So what I'm seeing, if you guys are working and then now you came home and you're doing this thing, for one, if you're already excited, you came home extra early today because you was going to do this class, already that's taking away the tasky part of your brain that you're in all day. So if you did this every so often, it would make your mundane life or regular life that you do, work in, work out, go sleep, work again, go back and forth. It would change it up and then bring in the creative side and playful side. So even if you're not going to Vegas, you're at home, but yet you're happy because you're doing something creative like this, and you can share it with people, or you can just have it around the house to look at. So I have one of those small tables next to the couch, and there's always an arrangement there. And then I started putting one next to my vanity top, and it kind of cheers you up, to just see flowers on the bathroom counter. So, it's a psychological thing, yeah, and then a visual thing, and then if you have fragrant flowers, you can smell it also. So, it plays on you, and then it's a good play, you know. So it's been, you know, I can see grumpy people not wanting it, but I bet you when nobody's around, they enjoy the flower, especially if it's has a nice smell. So you know, if you're giving it to somebody crabby, you know, then you're gonna give them something to light up their day, and you know, you're giving it unconditionally, no attachments. But you just want to crack a smile in their face, but you don't care if you see it or not. You give them like carnations or like a lily that, or some or tuberose kind of thing where there's a lot of fragrance in there, and then you know they're gonna give you all that crap, and then but maybe when you're not around, nobody's looking, and they're probably gonna look around for see if anybody looking. I bet you they're gonna smell that flower and have a nice thought.
Yep, that's right.
Because you know nowadays, you know, maybe when I was younger, you know, people cutting me off on the freeway, I used to give hell and you know try to chase them, but you know nowadays not too good. So then I got a little wiser, so I just go, God bless you, have a nice day, and I forget about it, you know. But and you can do the same with the flowers. You know, you give it to the person and just let the flowers do loving for you, and you can move on to something else. You know, kind of like not giving your power away. You know, let the flowers do the loving for you, and then you go do something else and love something else versus holding on to that gripe.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Excuse me for interrupting, but we had Shannon join in. Shannon is a new member from Honoka'a. Hi, Shannon. Hey, go ahead.
Hello, everybody.
We had given everybody a chance to tell a little bit about their business early on. So would you mind sharing?
Oh, okay. I am a professional photographer. I'm the owner of Creation Swells Photography up here in Honoka'a, and I serve the Big Island as well as other islands as needed. I love what I do. I've been doing it for, gosh, 9 years now, 6 of which have been here on the Big Island, and I do everything from weddings and family portraits to product photography, real estate photography, the whole kitchen sink, so to speak.
Great, thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. And it was nice meeting you on Saturday.
Oh, you too, Miles. I was so glad to get a chance to see a friendly face.
Behind the mask.
Exactly.
Wow. Ed Hara, I'm anxious to see what you made. Hey, Earl.
Yeah, he's my brother-in-law. I don't say nothing. I'm gonna just say, "Oh, that's nice, kirei ne." That's what the Japanese would say. Right?
But I see some unreal pieces out there.
Look, Capono's on.
Woohoo!
Trying to.
Pono, we were just
put it
looking
out
at it.
there.
You gonna move your
I'll-
camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. and
Showcase
try
it
to
better, huh?
Flip this around. Where are we? There you go.
Ah.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
so I only used 3 of the flowers. I was wondering, I had a question. Is there any rule, I guess, culturally significant against specific numbers of flowers and
Well,
arrangements?
you know, with the old folks, they always like to stay with odd numbers. You know, I put I put 4 in, but what I do is if I have 4 in there, one of the flowers would be maybe, if I have 4 flowers facing like this, I would turn one of the flowers on edge so that you can see the color, but not the whole flower. So when you look at it, you're only going to see 3 of these, and the other one is just there for color. Because sometimes you need an extra flower, and if you put 5 in, it's too much. So 3 and maybe 1 more, but just for color. So like if you're using like parrot heliconia, you can get three spikes sticking up, but then maybe you need something else on the side. Then you would turn the parrot heliconia sideways, and you would only see that yellow streak and not the 4 parrot heliconia sticking out like sideways, like this. You just put it this way.
I see. I'm not sure. My video is mirrored here, but I wrapped the bottom with the tea leaf. This guy, I wrapped it and secured it in there with a couple of the extra stems.
Yeah.
That I had, so that it kept that round shape to it.
Yeah.
And then just tried to do like an L shape with what was available, not completely balanced or symmetrical.
You don't want the thing to look symmetrical anyway. So symmetry is better, always better. And then you have like all the greens on one side, and then the flowers and the open space on the other side. So the greenery is heavy, yeah. And then the flowers and the open space on the other side balances off that heaviness with lightness. And then
the question is going to be if it's too much.
Oh no. And then you have the dark leaves in the background, yeah, and that provides some perspective to your arrangement.
Nice. Anybody else want to show off their pieces? Oh, I see Patrick waving.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. I'm trying to unmute this.
Patrick, pull that that front flower more out towards the camera.
Okay. I'm trying to get orientated here. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. Now pull. That anthurium closest to you.
Yeah. This one.
Yeah. Extend it out a little bit.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. And then rotate the vase a little bit. Clockwise.
This way?
Clockwise. Yep. Right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
I cheated. I got a bigger vase. Yeah.
That's okay. I understand you guys got a lot of material, so it's kind of hard to put all that material into that small round glass.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get too much material, you don't know what to do with it, and then you over arrange. So
let me ask you then: is this over arranged in your mind?
No, you're right at the border. So
okay, good.
Don't do anything else.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Let me into the country.
Yeah, I'm way over the board.
Don't step over that yellow line. Don't do it.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the class.
And Commander, we're trying to get theirs in the camera range. Can we see yours, Anne?
Sure. Yeah. So I was inspired by the tea leaf wrapping, so I did that on the bottom, and then I made a belt out of one of those leaves, and then you could see a little bit of the oasis, so I put this one in the front to kind of block the oasis, and then there's a little blemish right here, so this one kind of covers that from the front view. And then I tried to do them at all different heights.
All right. Cool.
Not bad, Earl.
I like how you put that
I had a question. Are the
textured leaf in the front, that spotted leaf in the front. Yeah, because it leads your eye up into your arrangement.
Oh, okay.
So it's twofold. Yeah, it's leading your eye into the arrangement and it's covering the front of the glass. So it's a good one.
Yeah. Do the arrangements always have like a front and a back, or are they ever like a 360?
It can be just front to back or all around. Yeah. So let me see the back. Let me see the back. Yeah. Okay, so if you wanted to make this all around, you could just stick one anthurium right next to that dark leaf, and you'd have a all around. Yeah.
Oh.
But make the anthurium upside down. Make the nose upside down. Don't make the arrangement the anthurium like this. Make it. See if you can make it the nose up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna agrees.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't argue with the baby. See.
So did Commander do one too?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think I went way over the line, but I wanted to use all the resources I was given. But I'm happy with it. I like I tried to do the different levels and angles, and then I got this really big leaf in the back that's kind of like the backstop. So like you said, I put the flowers together. I'm going to enjoy looking at it. So I'm not worried what anyone else thinks.
Right on. Good job. Maria has her hand raised.
Nice one, Commander. I like how that leaf in the back has that concave little shallow relief. So it's kind of giving your arrangement some shadow line. Yeah. Cool.
Nice job, Maria. What do you think, Earl?
Where we at?
Maria, Flo and Maria. She has her hand raised.
Oh, got it. Okay. Cool. Oh, did you curl that leaf? Yeah. Did you curl it or it came like that?
You're either muted or.
How about now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the bone of the tea leaf that I.
Oh, good one. Good one. Yeah.
Because I put this lettuce stem or leaf.
Yeah.
It looks like it was sticking up all on its own.
You you could put some more of the bone of the spine of the tea leaf in, about maybe 3 more in there, just to make
3
it
more?
yeah, at different heights.
I thought I was getting close to the yellow line of overdoing it.
Oh no. Because you know that tea leaf spine is skinny, yeah. So it's not heavy, so it's not gonna make your arrangement heavier. The arrangement already is full, so with those lines, those tea leaf spines, it'll lighten up and balance the mass in your greens in the arrangement.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just add maybe about 3 more, and then if it looks like it could use 1 more, you just add sporadically here and there. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yep. Thanks.
Nice one.
Well, mine is a little naked. Okay. Where is it? Oh, okay. Oh.
Sorry, everybody. Can I ask that we take a screenshot really quick, and then we'll go back to talking stories. But if you can turn your camera on and then put your arrangement right next to you.
What is that? They're gonna take us. Oh, of our arrangement. So should we put it separate? Or, they're gonna. Oh, I think the whole gallery. Oh.
Everybody's arrangement.
Once I get everybody, I'll take a screenshot.
Where's Daddy watching?
Jan, did you want to flip your camera?
Where? I don't know how to do that. Sorry, I don't know how. Nope.
Okay, ready? Oh, wait. Dan, if you can come a little bit more down. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. And then one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Can I have a copy, Taylor?
Yes, I'll send that to you.
Okay. Cool. Okay. No worry. Flo?
Okay, you guys did great. I can see we have a committee forming for our next chamber event center. I do have your email addresses, so you are. Thank you all for volunteering.
And Miles, I think we could do a contest with the funds raised going into the PAC.
Yeah.
Are we going to sell these as fundraisers?
Yeah, you guys could, you know. We've done it at the farm fair in Honolulu. And the farm fair got all their flowers from like Greenpoint and all the nurseries. So we had so much flowers the other year before COVID, we didn't have enough vases. And we're using all the ways and means, glass vases and junk vases, and we're trying to do all kinds of stuff, but we didn't have enough vases for all those flowers. So they started selling the flowers in bunches. But with these arrangements, you guys could sell them and make money, or you can even do an exhibit. And do a sip and snip exhibition thing.
What do you guys think?
Just to give you ideas, because what I see, you guys did great. You guys got the talent, and I'm impressed. I mean, I wasn't this good. it was like, oh, this is all foreign to me, man. But awesome.
Thank you, Earl. This gave us some great guidelines on what we can do, and we appreciate everybody participating wholeheartedly. Sharing your work. This really means a lot to us. We strive to put on these kind of maybe out of the box wacky events, and when we see this kind of participation and pleasure that you guys get out of this, it really does mean plenty to us. So thank you. Let's work towards a live Sip and Snip flower arranging event in the very near future. Let's get everybody together in a classroom and just do stuff like this. Something I'm really looking forward to, and maybe Earl, we can drag you back over here.
Yeah, anytime. The other thing you guys could do is in between that live and now, you guys are comfortable with Zoom. You guys could practice doing like even a thing once a month and get together and do arrangements and show each other the arrangements. And I don't think Miles is going to supply the flowers unless you guys do the same thing as the sip and snip. But you guys can go get stuff from your backyard or your neighbor's backyard, and then do something and practice and gather and show off to each other the arrangements, and you guys can get ideas from seeing other people's stuff, just like watching TV, but now instead of a cooking show, it's a flower show on arrangements, and see what people are doing with, say, orchid or heliconia or hanging heliconia, or some tropicals, or even hydrangeas and all kinds of stuff. And then it'll be just like looking through the website on like Pinterest, flower arrangements, and it'll be more friendlier because you kind of know each other, and then you guys can feed off of each other too. Yes, just food for thought. Just that Miles got to coordinate it. But, we know he's going to be in the first block, and Taylor's going to be in the back and doing all the legwork. Yeah, Taylor?
We'd be happy to.
Don't forget to collect lunch from him from the place where my sister goes all the time for plate lunches. By the bowling alley, by the old bowling alley in Hilo.
Oh, Kay's Drive-In.
Yeah.
Well, time has arrived. We just passed 7 o'clock. We want to thank Sensei Earl really for your help putting this on, and to everybody for supporting this another Chamber Wacky event. And talking about wacky events, keep in mind on August 12th, we have our Chamber Virtual Whiskey Tasting Part 2 coming up. So news will be going out in a few days about that.